modern homestead. I'm Janet, and it just decided to start thundering. Oh goodness, guys. Look, I just finished up canning the squash. I'm waiting on this silly canner to finish doing its thing so I can get the jars out. But it's late in the evening. We are starving. It's past time for supper, so I'm going to go ahead and get that started. We are going to have cheese grits with bacon wrapped shrimp and some asparagus that I'm just going to pan sear. So, are you familiar with cooking grits? Does it scare you? Used to, I had the awfulest luck with grits. My grits weren't very good, but I finally learned how to make grits and make them where everybody in my house actually likes them. So I want to help you today. I'm going to make 4 servings of grits. So I have 1 cup of grits, and the amount of water calls for 4 cups of water, but here's one of my secrets. Karen, the lady back there, is doing all sorts of stuff with her eyebrows. Anyway, not the point.
My face is itching.
I have 3 cups of water instead of the 4. What we will add, what?
Daddy's calling.
Oh, hold on guys, we'll be back. Back to our regularly scheduled program. My husband's a truck driver, so when he calls, everything stops because we normally only talk to him once a day. So what I think I was telling you is, instead of the 4 cups of water, I have 3 cups of water and 1 cup of milk. I don't put the milk in, oh goodness, I don't put the milk in yet. I will wait until I actually put the grits in and they start getting thick. So I'm going to put this on the stove really fast because the storm's coming up and I want to get them done. So let me put this on to boil. All right, I've got the water on to boil. I got my little man back inside the house off of the lawnmower. So with our cheese grits and our shrimp, we're going to have the asparagus. So right now, I'm just going to trim these up, and I'm just going to pan sear them. So just pop it wherever they want to pop and make little pieces. And this will be so yummy. We'll just put some butter in our cast iron skillet, a little bit of salt, and just toss these around, get them nice and pretty and green, and throw some Parmesan cheese on them and they'll be done. Simple as that. Oh, maybe a little salt too. So we'll be back in a minute. Oh, wait, before I leave you. We're also going to do the bacon wrapped shrimp. I already have my ingredients out, so we have those ready. I'm trying to hurry as fast as we can because our power likes to go out a lot and I don't want us to be starving tonight. We'll find something even if the power did go out. But anyway, I've got our bacon out, got the shrimp out. Sweet Alyssa, she has already gotten my shrimp ready for me. She got them peeled and the tails off. These are the jumbo shrimp. I say they're jumbo, maybe they're just large, I don't know. Anyway, so let me get this finished up and we'll be right back. All right, we have the asparagus all snapped up. I'm just gonna put a little salt over it and toss those. And we're gonna get started on the shrimp. That's the fun part, yay. I put a lot of salt on this. I like asparagus just about any way you can give it to me. So, for our shrimp, I have some bacon and I'm going to cut the slices into thirds. I don't really know how many I need. Alright guys, what's your tips for cutting bacon? Oh me. Keeps messing with me. I'll pull out my kitchen shears. Maybe that's what I should have done anyway. What in the world? I'm confused, guys. Let's just cut this off and call it good. Okay. We'll save this for breakfast. or something. We'll figure out what to do with it. All right, now for the bacon, I had gotten this out to use for the bacon. I don't need it. For the shrimp, I am going to take some Tony's. This is the salt-free. I've learned that I like this better because it's way too salty otherwise. Just sprinkle it on. Ooh, sorry, don't breathe it in. Wow, I forgot it did that. It's burning my nose.
Okay.
Goodness, guys, that got to be something serious. I'm done sneezing, I'm done choking. We'll get back to the shrimp in just a minute. I just washed my hands because our grits are, not our grits, our water for the grits is ready. So come, I want to show you. When you put in grits, sorry the lighting's horrible in here, but sprinkle them in slowly and use a whisk to stir them around quickly. That way they don't clump up on you. Okay. Oh my. I missed it. Let's turn them down. To this, I'm going to add some salt. I'm guessing that's about a teaspoon. And I'm going to add some butter. Let me grab it. I don't know how much to tell you. About that much. What is that, maybe a tablespoon? You can always add more later if you need it. Grits, you must have salt and butter. There's just no getting out of it. Okay, so we will let these cook for a few minutes until they get kind of thick, and I will slowly add in the milk. Ooh, bless you, dear. I guess the pepper got to you too, huh? All right, so let's let that cook for a minute. Let's go over to the shrimp. I'm going to do a couple just to show you. I have my baking sheet lined with aluminum foil. I'm going to use a toothpick. I'm going to take the bacon and just wrap it around the shrimp the best you can. Stick a toothpick through so that when it cooks, the bacon doesn't draw up and come off of the shrimp. It's tough, isn't it, honey?
Yeah.
That's all there is to the shrimp. And once we get it all done, we will put it in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. If we want it crisper, we can always turn the broiler on and broil it for about 3 minutes after that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Well, here we go. This bacon gave me an issue. But look, guys, this is so funny. We have one toothpick left, one piece of shrimp left, and one teeny tiny sad piece of bacon. Guess what? It's going on the shrimp. So, anywho, we're going to put this in the 400-degree oven for 15 minutes. All right. So I was just about to pop this in the oven, and my dear sweet Alyssa said, are we going to put the asparagus on the pan with the shrimp? And I said, oh, that's pretty brilliant. That's how recipes come to life, guys. So I'm going to take her wisdom she didn't realize she had, and I'm going to put the asparagus on this pan, and we're going to experiment. I think it will be just fine and delicious. Just coat it, not coat it, spread it out. I was actually thinking about what I used to usually put on my asparagus. I coat it with olive oil. About halfway through, I'll probably turn the shrimp over. Now, what I am going to do is sprinkle this with a little more Oh, this deadly stuff, and I hope I don't die. Oh my goodness. Not too close, Alyssa. Okay. Now, halfway through, I'm also going to put Parmesan cheese on this, but let's get this going. Sorry, I had to let these go for just a few more minutes than I would have liked to, so they're thick. But what I'm going to do is just pour the milk in slowly and stir as I go. Just loosen them back up. These are the old-fashioned grits, and they need to cook for a few minutes. And that's one of the key... Do you mind not sneezing in my videos? I'm teasing. One of the keys to grits is to cook them, and cook them long enough so that it's not like eating grits out of the box. If you don't have enough liquid in them and you don't cook them long enough, they are hard. And good grits should not be hard. Spilled milk. So we'll just let these cook for a few minutes longer, and I'm also going to add cheese to these guys. Yum. See, they're still really thick. I'm probably going to add even more milk, and that's perfectly fine. If your grits are too thick, just add more milk or more water. Okay. Let's add the milk. You just want them loose enough because you're cooking them and you don't want them to be too thick as they cook. So, about like that. We're halfway through. Let's flip these. See, they're already turning. Ah, it's toothpicks, I can't get a grip. Get a grip, lady. All right, I had to go to my local grocery store today, and they didn't have my normal cheese, so we're making do with what we have. This is grated Parmesan. I like a cheese mix. But you live in the sticks, you make do with what you got. So, just sprinkling a little bit of the Parmesan over. There we go. Now, we'll pop this back into the oven for another 7.5 minutes, and then we will turn it up to broil. Don't forget, keep stirring those grits. You don't want them burned, you want them creamy. So let's go. Alrighty, can you see this? Oh, the lighting is horrible, I'm so sorry. We're going to add just a little bit more milk. Just to loosen these back up just a little bit. See how creamy they are, guys? This is what grits should look like. Oh my goodness, so yummy. I've already tasted these as they are. The salt is good. We don't want them super salty because that Tony's seasoning can be a little overwhelming with the salt. And since we're eating this with that shrimp, with the Tony's, we don't want it too salty. I think what I'm going to do is take it over back to the island and add the cheese and call these good. Alrighty guys, let's add the cheese. And you can add whatever cheese makes you happy. I just have this Fiesta blend. Don't be afraid of the cheese, guys. Melissa's back there shaking her head. No, don't be afraid of the cheese. For my kids, the cheesier the better. Even my big grown kid that I'm married to. The more cheese, the better. And you just stir it in. See it stringing? That's the way they like it. And this is not an everyday meal. We don't go around eating shrimp and grits all the time, so a splurge here and there, you're okay. So this part is done. all we have to do is wait on the shrimp and asparagus. Okay, here we go. Now, I can call these done, or we can put them in the oven for a few more minutes and crisp them the rest of the way up. What do you think? Lisa, what you think?
Put them back in the oven.
All right, boss lady spoke. Back in the oven they go for just a few more minutes. They are almost there. We've got to be really careful not to let them burn. Sorry, guys. That hot pad, I had it on my finger, but it was still burning me through it. So while that's getting ready, while that's finishing in the oven, I'm going to get the plate ready. I had a spoon. What did I do with it? Well, this is not the one I had, but it'll work. So I'm going to put grits on my plate. Oh, these look so good. Give them a little stir. Okay. Oh, they're so creamy. I put more cheese than I normally would. But this is a special meal. It's a treat for us, so. All right. I won't lick my finger. I almost did it. Did you see it? It's okay, it's just family. If I'd been doing it for somebody else, I wouldn't really lick my finger. But even though this is just for family, I was doing the video, so this time I didn't lick my finger. All right, here I have honey mustard. Guys, it sounds crazy putting honey mustard on this shrimp and bacon, but I'm telling you, it is delicious. Now, I did not have another vegetable to go with this, but a salad would work perfect with this. Just any salad you like, it would be great. So let's keep an eye on these shrimp. Ta-da! I am calling this done, you guys. Can you get in here? Don't they look delicious? Okay. Just plate them out. And some asparagus. It's been in that bacon grease. Yum. Not so yum for our hips, but oh well, who can resist? Here we go, guys. There are our bacon wrapped shrimp and cheese grits. I hope you get to try this recipe and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me. I know there was a lot going on and I apologize, but that's just the way it is. We got a lot to do. We get a lot done. I finished up my squash. There's going to be a video for that. And then we'll have this video. Exciting things here on the homestead. Thanks for joining me again. See you next time. Until we meet, then may you be blessed.